Mike Harris, Director of Public Policy for Gun Owners Action League, here to give you a little bit of an update on H.4885 and Act Modernizing Firearms Laws. Just wanted to get on here, give everyone a little update on what we're doing, what's kind of going on in the background, what's going on in the foreground, what our next steps might be, and kind of where we're going from here. We're doing our best to try to get accurate information out to our membership as quickly as possible. It's a little bit difficult. It's kind of a slog. It's a long bill. It is what it is. Not making any excuses. It's just, it is what it is. It's a gigantic bill. We're constantly amending our summary and analysis as we're continuing to review this soon-to-be law. We're getting input from a lot of our membership who have been kind of making some good points and helping us to adjust some things. We've been speaking with attorneys to try and kind of get a handle on, how this could impact certain populations and certain areas of law throughout the Commonwealth. Obviously, some of our initial interpretations were a bit inaccurate, but we've been working to correct those items as soon as we find them. A lot of that comes from the fact that this bill came out at 8 p.m. The night before the vote, which was going to take place at 1 p.m. the next day. So we were kind of scrambling in kind of the wee hours of the morning just to get as much information onto our website as we could. And like I said, we've been correcting things as we find them. That's just kind of the nature of the beast. But this is what happens when politicians drop a bill the night before they vote on it and don't even really give their membership enough time to read and analyze the bill. We're all kind of in the same boat, which is funny. But we do appreciate all of our supporters' assistance in tearing through this bill. It's historic, and it's a lot. We could do without some of the nastier messages. It kind of sucks a little bit. We're doing our best. It's a little hard on the staff sometimes when it feels like our efforts are underappreciated, but we're adults. We can take it. But I just want to let you know we're working really hard to try and get you the information that you need to, have an informed opinion on this, and talk to your legislator, talk to Governor Healy about, hopefully vetoing this thing. But like I said, the bill is 116 or so pages long. The language is very convoluted and very self-referential at times. And we have to check many things many times in order to make sure we have it correct. On top of that, making it a little more difficult is many of the previous sections of law removed certain items, or things are moved around, or they're rewritten and placed in a different area, or there's some old language in a different part of the law. So, it's just it's a matter of getting the puzzle pieces into the right spots before we can give you, a complete breakdown, where we have, an analysis of all of the sections up there, broken down by subject matter. But, like I said, some of it might not be the most accurate information at the moment. We're working to correct that as we go along. Like I said, we've been working with attorneys. And, even some members have reached out and said, hey, I think you might have got this wrong, or this might be looked at a different way. And we've taken all of that into account, and we've gone back and corrected a lot of items. And who's to say if that's going to continue to happen, or, whatever we need to do to get a complete analysis to you. Our biggest goal at this point, along with challenging this thing moving forward, is going to be making sure that our membership is informed on what this actually does and how they can keep themselves out of trouble. That's really kind of the biggest thing that's important to us at this point. That's kind of always been our goal here, is to just make sure you know what the law says and you can follow it accurately if you choose to do so. Like I said, we have been working with some attorneys on the language, but we've also been working with a national law firm and some other local attorneys and national groups to figure out our lawsuit strategy. I can't really say a lot about details here, as that's kind of how this stuff works. But we've been working with a few local attorneys and some national groups to try and divvy up the different sections of this bill and the different areas of law that it affects. Like I said, there's really no court in the country that's going to take this bill up wholesale and issue an injunction on the thing in its entirety. It's just not really possible, as this bill is an omnibus bill and seeks to change an entire area and subject matter of law in the Commonwealth. So it touches, a million different sections of the Mass General laws and changes those. So in order to get standing on a lot of this stuff, we're going to have to challenge, different sections of the law piecemeal. And that's going to take us triaging where we're going to go first and what we're going to challenge first, and kind of, prioritizing which areas of law we're most concerned about. And like I said, and we're going to pass off a lot of this stuff to other national groups like FPC, SAF, the NRA, GOA, all of those groups. We're open to working with them as well, and we've been in contact with SAF, the NRA, and FPC as well, to try and get some of this stuff moving. But we want to try to function as the clearinghouse to try and keep everyone on the same page, across the board for all of these challenges, just so we don't have redundant efforts that could have, cross results. We don't want to render anything moot that could be a better challenge to something that was challenged before. So, like I said, we've been working with a national law firm that's experienced in 2A matters to get a lot of this stuff moving. And there's going to be a lot more to come on this. I just wanted to kind of get on here and just give you a little bit of an update on what we're doing. We have a lot of irons in the fire. There's some exciting stuff coming soon. We've been working with Cape Gun Works and Mass Conservation Alliance to try and get some other irons burning as well. So, shout out to Toby, John Mawhinney, Wayne, all those guys. So, keep an eye on goal.org/gunban to kind of keep updated on what we're doing. We're kind of using that as a clearinghouse for all of our actions moving forward and all of our information that we're putting out there. So, like I said, Mike Harris, Gun Owners Action League. Thanks for watching. Keep in touch.